Hello, Namaste and welcome to DVM English. You are watching Fitness Funda. In today's episode, we will talk about the psychosomatic diseases. What are these psychosomatic diseases? And what is the redemption of the psychosomatic diseases? Most of the people are suffering from psychosomatic diseases. Diseases which are generated in the psyche and then it is reflected on the body. So, how to overcome these kind of disorders? So, today we will speak with Dr. KavithaKHomeo. She is a specialist in homeopathy, and let us talk with her and know the solution for psychosomatic disease. Namaste, madam.
Namaste, Andy.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity. This is Dr. KavithaKHomeo from Detroit, Michigan, USA. And thank you for giving me this nice topic, because this psychosomatic, it's a huge and this is a spontaneous talk, so I will try my best to cover. Mainly it is like an interdisciplinary, or like homeopathy as an integrative medicine which deals with the psychology, because our mind, body and are interconnected, interlinked.
Okay.
So mind, body, spirit, so they are all together. That is how the homeopathy considered as a person as a whole. And then we have the psychological conditions, the behavioral conditions and the social factors, because you see how we get influenced with surroundings, environment. So these are all included, and you can name any disease. So with respect to homeopathy, what is the beauty is you treat the patient as a whole. So irrespective of the disease, because the disease name can be anything.
Okay.
But what we consider is we take the person as a whole, mind, body, their emotional symptoms. So we have them as a person, their constitution. So at a higher level, and we find the remedy.
Like in most of the cases which are related with this psyche, like most of the patients will have the hallucinations. Like most of the people, like sometimes if they are taking a drug addict, then they are alcohol or they are on the drugs, then the hallucination increases. So like is the homeopathy medicine is able to fight with this kind of hallucinations?
Very good question, Sandy. Like cannabis indica, like marijuana kind of thing they use, right? So same way, so there are very good homeopathic remedies, cannabis indica, cannabis sativa, where they have these hallucinations. And once we match the patient condition, their hallucinations, and with the remedy state, then we can help them. So I have a client. She has seen famous doctors, Dr. Luke, Dr. Roth, in many doctors, to name few. And after 5 years, she has come up. She has a list of medicines which she already took.
Okay.
And I have given her, so that fear kind of thing, like someone is coming and something is going to happen, that kind of closed when she is able to take bath or close, like a ghost kind of feeling.
Okay.
But overall symptoms, when I took it, I have given her that remedy and she made a big improvement.
Okay. In homeopathy, like how much time it takes to cure this kind of diseases?
Time frame again depends upon, say suppose they are already on the psychotropic medicines.
Okay.
From allopathy, it will suppress, right? So if they are for longer period, it might take time. But if it is shorter period, you can immediately see the results. You can see the results in 3 months, 6 months, because we cannot give the time. Say for example, if they are suffering with 1 year, at least 6 months or something we can say.
Yeah.
There are some conditions which are suffering for 15 years and they have got better within 6 months.
Okay.
And previously I was I told about this ADHD case. So though they have been with several, see our mind based upon our emotions, our grief, our anger, how we behave, all that lifestyle, it all affect on our physical body. So that's why all these conditions, diabetes and digestive symptoms, liver conditions. So we are holding on the grudge or that fear, everything we are holding to inside.
Okay.
And so depends upon, they can be treated quickly. if they are not taken any other medicines, and with homeopathy we can see the fast results.
Yes, madam. Like if somebody is suffering from these kind of like psychosomatic issues, and if they are taking some kind of other like remedies or maybe therapies they are continuing, like if they want to come or switch to homeopathy, is it necessary that they have to stop taking those kind of pills which they are taking, and then they have to shift to homeopathy?
That's a very good question. We recommend not to stop any medicine abruptly.
Okay.
Abruptly. And also say, suppose if they have used 1 month, then they can stop. That may not make difference, because how much that medicine is influencing them. How much it has acted on their body, because see, when they see that it is like suppression, right, immunosuppressant, when this psychosomatic the remedies whichever they were given,
Okay.
so it's like a suppressing kind of thing, and also on the immunity also there will be a suppression.
Okay.
So if they have been using for long term, then withdrawal effects will be there, like symptoms they might see, withdrawal symptoms. So that is why we tell them that don't stop, you can taper it in a proper way. And while taking the homeopathy medicine, simultaneously they can take,
Okay.
and they can slowly taper. Like once they get adjusted to the homeopathic medicine, their constitution, because if many are, so far I haven't seen any idiosyncratic patients.
Okay.
Idiosyncratic means they take anything they can prove. So for them, we tell that okay, you take the homeopathy medicine, and now the latest one is giving the remedy in water, so there are less side effects. So from homeopathy there are less side effects, it is a non-toxic, it is safe. But with the allopathic medications, we know they mention that these are the side effects. So first we need to know this remedy, this medication they are taking, what are the side effects.
Okay.
And then when you administer the homeopathy medicine, see, this is not because of the medicine, you have stopped the medicine, so don't do it in a proper way.
So they have to reduce the dosage of the previous pills what they are doing, and simultaneously they have to start the homeopathy.
Yes.
And once they are acquainted with the homeopathy, I mean medicine, then they can like stop taking those pills.
Yeah, once they see the results and everything, they're comfortable, they can stop.
Okay, like these kind of psychosomatic diseases, like if they are taking homeopathy as a medicine, do you suggest any food restrictions or anything, any restrictions you suggest to the your patients?
No food restrictions unless they are aversion or allergic to anything. But in general, like coffee, camphor. Camphor is a universal antidote, and there is a research with Dr. Girish Gupta has done on fungi, and he has done a very good. He is our volunteer. I run a study group with 15 to 25 doctors around the globe, homeopathy study group, and we have doctors from around the globe. So he has written a book on this one, and where he noticed was even after giving the coffee and everything, the remedy still worked in his research. So like coffee, usual antidote, onion, garlic, camphor. So his research has proven that remedy still worked. So, but in general, we can avoid.
Okay.
That way we know that immediately you have taken the coffee, and the medicines are they are energetic, they are material wise they are not there, right?
Yeah.
So we have to be little cautious and taking. So if you have taken the coffee, then maybe after some time, after 1 hour, you can take the medicine again if they are not seeing the result.
Like in some cases of schizophrenia, so these kind of patients, like they have levels again, like may primary level or maybe in the mid level and the high level. So these kind of levels in schizophrenia case, like how homeopathy is useful to them, homeopathy medicine.
Yes, like many schizophrenia, bipolar, and narcissism, all these kind of cases, again we have to be very cautious, and counseling will also be helpful. So you have to be with the client in such a way, because they may not take the medicine like as we expect. So family support is most important. the loved ones. So giving them all kind of moral support, comfortness.
Yes.
They are safe. So that kind of thing we have to give them. So and rather than contradiction, advice, they may not take it, some may not take it, but slowly giving the homeopathy medicine and monitoring closely. And if there is a change of the medicine, we can do. In years, we have like 2 months or 3 months, because there won't be any frequent follow-ups, because they have to pay. The consultation is not covered by the insurance, so they
Insurance,
have to
okay.
pay from the pocket. But here they can have visits like once in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending upon the doctor and the practitioner. So you need to closely monitor them, and with counseling and nice and like inspirational things, and making them more positive.
Okay.
Something which makes them uplift their mood. And again, everything, other activities, meditation, yoga, physical thing, so everything, all the other modalities also has to be given simultaneously.
Okay. Yes, that was told in a very nice manner. We'll move further, and there are some cases like some people we call them lunatic. Lunatic comes from the root word lunar, that means moon. So some cases, like few people get aggravated during the full moon time or new moon time. So at that time, in that cases, like they get very much aggressive. So in that kind of cases, is there any remedy in homeopathy?
Yeah, there are very good homeopathic remedies, and I have seen some clients where I treat them with, especially when for every half moon or new moon, their symptoms gets aggravated, and depending again, see, some might get nux vomica, might help, some might get agaricus, and for some oromate, and for some, so depending upon mindset and their constitution, we can change the remedy. Illumina is also where, suppose in Illumina, sharp objects, gun like a thing, they wanted to commit suicide by shooting, kind of things. See, the suicidal things, all this, that is where it is, right? So we have to be very careful. So there are many homeopathic remedies, oromate, so it is a gold. So they will be so nice, so happy. So they don't show their sadness or grief. They eat well then in front of others. So they are highly responsible. They have full demand. There is big responsibility on them,
Yes.
which they have to perform. So, and there are many other things which we consider. So based upon that, we give that remedy, and also depending upon the potency, at what level their status, mindset, and then we increase the power.
Okay. Like in certain cases, homeopathy is able to cure all the psychosomatic diseases. But is there any limitations for the homeopathy medicine as well? Because are there any cases where homeopathy medicine cannot impact or reduce the ailment or these kind of things?
Actually, I would say homeopathy has limitations, and main thing is, since I have moved to US 26, 27 years back, so the number of clients and which I see will be limited when compared to here. Here, when I was practicing in 1998, 40 patients per day I used to see. They less. So limitations here, we can see many kind of patients. That's what different varieties. So when our body, the vital force or the life force, which we say,
Yeah.
that is the spirit. So if it is weak at any point of that condition, then the remedies, and their action will be limited.
Yes.
So that where it cannot act. So that condition we have to see where our immunity is low, and again, see, I can take blame on myself if I cannot treat the patient.
Okay.
So so putting blame on the homeopath is better than putting blame on the system of medicine if I cannot treat a psychological case, or if it is not in my limits.
Okay.
So limitations comes from the limitations from the practitioner point of view, their knowledge or their understanding, their capacity, their ability. And another thing, as a system of medicine. So as a system of medicine is when their immunity is less, then they cannot see, and when there are too much of medications, because the body has to react,
Yes.
then the medicine can act.
Like, can you just take us through the few cases which you have handled in case of psychosomatic diseases, and like how you dealt with those cases, and like how they were able to cure from the psychosomatic problems? Can you just give us few practical examples which you have dealt with?
Yeah, I know this is a spontaneous talk and I haven't prepared anything, but I'll try my best.
Yeah.
One client, like in maybe 45 years.
Okay.
And so very ambitious and everything, though he has been doing so much, but still he's not happy and never happy. So many other conditions, diabetic and hypertension, other things are also there. So, and the alcoholism is also one of the social factors with this condition, which
Yes.
peer pressure and everything is there. So for that client, based upon take over the period, maybe it took 1 year or so, his symptoms have been recovered and slowly he has been changing his lifestyle. But the remedies he might have received, it could be a plant remedy. He received the Nux vomica, and also the thing is the suspiciousness and jealousy was there. He may not easily like say that okay, this person is not, he is trying to do something kind of thing. So like that he is more suspicious. So the remedy which was given for that condition, hyoscyamus, and his mental state was also improved. And there was another client where they say that the limbs got cut off, that feeling, that hallucination, as if it's not there. And again, for the anger was there and some kind of fear, and something, a bad incident has happened. So all that we consider and have given that remedy which helped them. He was not eating. The
Okay.
other client was like 43 or something, stopped eating, not interested in his life. So like another stramonium remedy based upon his, so that is what, so there is no particular remedy we can say. The remedy can be changed for the, so each patient, though I have many testimonials on my website where the clients have given.
Okay.
So when they come and see with the testimony, I will say it worked for them, but each client is different. Again, has to see, and if I have my limitations, I will let you know. And otherwise, depending upon, it is like to working together. Whatever the client, patient gives the symptoms, we come up with the remedy. So in this situation, what I would say is, if 10 homeopathy doctors are sitting, they take the case. They take from their perspective, like everything they take it, their appetite and their family history, their past history. We ask for the dreams, because dreams connect to our subconscious level. So what we are inside, that it shows at our subconscious level. So that is how we get the dreams of robbers, dreams. So all that, like maybe natremor patient which have grief. So just the sodium chloride,
Yes.
common salt, when it is potentized and take it to the energetic level, made as a homeopathy medicine, it is able to treat the hypertension, psychological conditions,
Oh.
as well as migraine. Example, so in even each one medicine, what we say is, okay, natremor is for migraine, but natremor may not help in some situations. Maybe belladonna, the remedy might help, because, or aconite might help the headache, because this it is not the headache is there in all the three remedies, but the headache with natremor is a different kind of headache from grief suppression, and headache from belladonna is different, exposure to the cold, sudden symptoms getting this one, and headache from aconite might be a different, fear, sudden attack, fear of death, all of a sudden, so more anxiety. So you need to see again, that is why when they come from the testimonies, that is, again, it's a whole process of taking the case.
Yes, that was wonderful. In few cases, the lower age group, let us say from maybe 5 years to let us say 50, 60 years, and these cases, in these cases, they are a little bit healthy and the body also can regenerate and they can heal themselves. But when we are talking about these kind of psychosomatic diseases for the people who are above 80 years, let us say, so like how the homeopathy is going to impact them, homeopathy medicine is going to impact them. I mean, the patients who are above 80 years.
Yes, above 80 is again that body immunity and everything is low, right?
Yeah.
So we go with the lower potency and again not too much of the medication and very less, and again meditation and homeopathy. I just gave a conference at Pyramid Valley International,
Okay.
Homeopathy and Meditation, a spiritual science. So at that age, because see, you need to consider as we are the spirit, we are not the body. That is what is that the science, the homeopathy. And when I saw meditation with the Buddha CEO who has organized that advanced retreat,
Yeah.
so the spiritual life force, it is that one, that is how we consider homeopathy, how homeopathy treats the disease, how homeopathy considers the person as a sick, how it is able to treat the sick patient, because it is considered the life force, a spiritual force. Not everyone will get the disease when they get exposed to the organism. So each person has a different constitution, they have their own susceptibility to the disease.
Okay.
So they get the disease.
Can you just throw us a light on the color therapy, right?
So they are prepared by Dr. Ambika Waters, and so she's from USA, and so I have used the remedies. All the remedies, they are prepared in the same way as like homeopathy medicine,
Yes.
both color and sound, and they have given to all different conditions, depression, all this one. So I could see the results like a spectrum and the red color for the root chakra,
Okay.
and the orange, but like hormonal conditions. And again with PCOS and hormonal things, again the mind mood changes, mood swings will be there. So sound remedies also there, again with sound A and everything. So they are simultaneously with high frequency tuning folk sounds, and they are also helpful. And I have given presentation, it is there available at my website KavithaKHomeo.com, that about to learn if anyone wants.
Yes, ma'am. That was very wonderful. So, what is your final message on psychosomatic disorders and homeopathy?
That's the best way. And I just mentioned that anyone grief or the anger, just take it out and forgive the people, whoever, and loving, sharing, that is the thing. And they can get the help with homeopathy. It is a safe, as Mahatma Gandhi always says, that it cures the permanently the root cause, and safe and non-toxic and more beneficial than any other system of medicine. So just believe and spread the peace and meditation. So that is my final take message for today.
Yeah, that was very wonderful, madam. So, out of two and a half decades of your experience in homeopathy, you have shared a lot of valuable things to the audience, those who are watching this video. So, I believe that this will be very useful to them. So, thank you very much, madam. Thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you for giving me this great opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a very wonderful session from Dr. KavithaKHomeo. She spoke about so many things on homeopathy and how psychosomatic disorders can be healed or cured through homeopathy. She has told in a very lucid manner. And so that's the end of this episode. This is Shrikant Dhulipala signing off from this episode with a promise that we will meet in the next episode. Thank you very much.